Good morning everybody, and today we've got a little treat. Now, a week ago in Gibraltar a new service opened where we're actually allowed to rent, anyone, tourists and locals, we're allowed to rent e-scooters on a minute fee. So we're going to do that today. We're actually going to test out these scooters. How much do they cost? How far do they go? How long do they last? Because we're going to be going right around the rock. So come on guys, join me, and I hope we're going to have some fun today. Oh, by the way, this is the first time I've ever ridden one of these, so should be interesting as well. We're on the Hopi App here, and let me show you how it looks with Gibraltar. I think everything in red is where you're not allowed to go. I think you're not allowed to go by e-scooter anyway, by law. So these are all the locations, and there's a ton of stops. And we can see here the route all the way around the rock we can do. We're just not allowed to go on the rock, which is pretty cool. They've got stops by the beaches there, Eastern Beach, Catalan Bay. If we look here by the border, they've got a Hopi stop. This is brilliant. I'm really looking forward to trying this. So yeah, we're going to start from the centre of Gibraltar here. We're going to make our way round. So all you've got to do is basically sign up, and then they verify your email and your telephone number. After doing that, you add your payment. I'm not going to show you that bit because I'm going to give away my full name. So, but yeah, if you're coming to Gibraltar, you'll just download the app and see it. This is really cool as well. It tells you the prices, and it also tells you how much battery the scooter has. So we're going to get one with a lot of battery. As I say, let's make our way around the rock. So, good afternoon guys. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon here. Today is the 9th of September 2023. And this is what we're looking for. The designated Hopi parking stations. They're all the way around Gibraltar. So let's get started with this, and I've got to say, this is the video I've had the most fun making in quite a long time. We're going to go around the rock on these electric scooters that you can hire from almost any street in Gibraltar. So here we are, and this is our first test. After we left Linewall Road, we headed towards the frontier, and the quickest way to do that is to cross the runway. You can't do this by car, but e-scooters and cycles are permitted to cross the runway, the same as the pedestrians. You can still walk across the runway. But here we are in the new Gibraltar Tunnel, Kingsway Tunnel. So you'll notice I've changed the camera view here on the editing. I just think while we're going around the rock, it's going to be better to have it in this view because you can see more of what's coming ahead, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's talk about these things then. They're really easy to use. Their top speed they go at is 24 kilometers an hour, so I think that's about 15 miles an hour. So pretty slow. I did manage to get 30 out of it, but that was only because I was going downhill, and when you reach a certain speed they cut, the engine cuts, so you can't, the bike slows down. But yeah, here we are going through the Kingsway Tunnel. You can see other people cycling through here. You can't go through the car lanes, and yeah, you have to go through the cycle lane. But here we are. Let's skip forward to Catalan Bay. So we're about a quarter of the way around the rock now, going past the lovely houses. I really do love Catalan Bay. You guys voted for Sandy Bay, which hopefully we're going to visit in the next day or two. But I personally do prefer Catalan Bay. There's a little bit more going on, and the houses are absolutely beautiful here. So we whiz our way around. We are actually going to stumble across this little, very small secret colony of wild European rabbits. that are found just before Sandy Bay. Sweet. But let's carry on with the journey. There's a lot of downhills in this, and I didn't plan or prepare for this, but there we go, that's life. So here we are, we're going downhill now. And to be honest with you, I was a little bit nervous, but yeah, hands on the brake as always. It was such a stunning ride, and it's a beautiful day to do it. Temperature was 25 degrees. The late evening now, it's probably coming up to 5 o'clock. And I've got to say, this is such good fun. I really recommend this to anyone. If you're in Gibraltar for such a short time, you can just grab one of these from the border and just come to the points that you want to see. If you want to see Catalan Bay, or if you want to go all the way to Europa Point, it's going to be quicker than a taxi, in my opinion, and cheaper. I'm going to tell you the total price, how much it cost, how many kilometres we did. Normally I think in miles because I'm English, but yeah, we use kilometres. But here we are at Europa Point. So guys, as we're stopping at Europa Point, this is how far we've come. We've done 7.08 kilometres. It's taken us 46 minutes to go over halfway around the rock, and it's cost £11.75. We're going to stop now here in the Europa Point, but then we'll continue and we'll drop the bikes exactly where we picked them up to see how much the whole circuit costs. So somehow we've made it here to Europa Point, and I've got to say, so far so good. It's so much fun. I definitely think it's going to be a much better alternative to taking a bus and getting around Gibraltar. But now what we've got to do is get the Hopi, get up that hill and get ourselves back into town. So let's see how much this is going to cost. Come join me. So we are back on the road now, back to town. It's a lovely quiet road. We've picked a lovely quiet time to do it. It's Saturday afternoon, so there's not much traffic about, so it's brilliant if you're here over the weekend. The roads are not so congested. Quite a lot of people have head over to Spain for the weekend, but as you can see, all the cars are overtaking me. So yeah, as a not so regular thing, but once in a while thing, this is an absolutely fantastic thing to do. It is quite expensive if you want to do this daily, but if you're a tourist just wanting to get about, absolutely fantastic service to use. I'm really happy that they're here in Gibraltar. They help me get to locations much quicker. You know, I mean, if we're frankly being honest, the bus is still the cheapest version. You know, you can get an all-day ticket on the bus for £6, and well, more than half an hour, 40 minutes on here is going to cost you more than that. So yeah, you've got to think about it in that respect. If you're here for a week, you don't want to be doing this every day, because I'm sure it could rack up and eat into your spending money. But definitely as a treat, or just to go around, or if you're a quick day tripper, absolutely fantastic. I'm having a great time. And to be honest, since I've made this video, I've already done like 9 or 10 rides. So I'm pretty converted. But as I say, to do this on a regular basis doesn't make financial sense. Unless they come up with some deals, Hoppy. But that's to be seen. But as we carry on, we make our way into town. It does well going up hills, you know. We've gone up quite high hills. And it still goes. I haven't had to push it. Seems to be very strong, but as I say, the speed is capped at 24. And there are certain zones you go through Gibraltar where the speed is capped at 5 kilometres an hour. I think going past schools and that. But here we are. We're entering town now, the top of Main Street. See, I've got my Trends bag with me. I did a bit of shopping. And carry up to 7 kilos on a Hoppy, it says. So if you're coming back from Morrison's and you really can't be bothered to carry the heavy bag of shopping back, I guess you can just grab one. There is one There's a Hopi station very close to Morrison's. Stick your shopping on and get back home that way. So yeah, this really could revolutionise the way we use and the way we transport stuff and transport ourselves in Gibraltar. Let's see if this catches on anyway. This is only the first week that this Hopi scheme has been introduced. I think I'm the first person online trying it, hopefully. Well, let's see. I've got to say, I'm having a fantastic time, although some parts are pretty wobbly. You've got to remember, this is the first time in my life filming this that I've ever been on an electric scooter, you know. I had a couple of little runs in a quiet street just to like get the hang of it. But yeah, pretty easy to use even as a real beginner. As I say, since that I've made this video, I've used it so much more and I feel far more confident on it. It is very, very easy to use, but we're coming up to almost where we started the video. We're going to stop at Lime Wall Road so we make a complete circle of the rock. So there we are, guys. That's the return from Europa Point back into town, back where we first started the video. And in total that cost £5.25 and we spent 17 minutes 53 getting back to where we started. So guys, would I recommend this? 100%, absolutely. If you're visiting on a day trip and you want to get the whole way around Gibraltar, you don't want to pay taxi prices and you certainly don't want to walk. These are really easy, the app's really easy to set up, and yeah, very quick. You can drive almost anywhere except for in town and up on the rock. So yeah, I definitely think this is my new alternative to the bus. And if you're coming to Gibraltar this weekend, you may not know that there is no buses. They're on strike and there's no buses all across National Day. But from me here in the centre of Gibraltar, I'll see you on the next adventure.